Hey, what's up everybody? TechChucker here, and I've got a tech review for you. I had some old earbuds and they were annoying the crap out of me. They'd always fall out of my ear. I just got sick of it. So I wanted some over-ear headphones that were decent, but not super expensive. I grabbed the Soundcore Life Q10 headphones. Long story short, I wound up going to Amazon again and grabbing a different set of headphones. These are Soundcore Life Q30 headphones. Why would I have bought both? First thing that you need to know is this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I used my own money to buy both sets. The Q10s I paid about 40 bucks for on Amazon. The Q30s I spent about 80 bucks on Amazon. I'm not going to get into all of the technical specs. That is for you to go and read the specs if that is something that you really want to do. I'm going to review based on my experience with the features and my overall experience with these and give my recommendation as to which set of these you should get. Let's jump right on into the first set, which are the Q10 series. I love the red accent. They have a blue set, they have a black set. First thing I noticed out of the box is at the smallest size, they just fit my head. I apparently have a pea-sized head. These are gonna be great for people that have slightly bigger heads than me. Anybody that's got a smaller head than me, they may not fit you all that well, but they do expand quite a bit. So if you're wearing a hat, you'll be able to fit those on really nicely. They do fold in on themselves, so if you need to put them into a travel mode, that works really good. Battery life is pretty much what the manufacturer claims. It's around 30 to 40 hours. Sound quality was great. Better than I've experienced, is definitely better than my earbuds. There's really nice bass. Watching a movie, I was like, wow, I can't believe there's all this soundtrack that I had been missing this whole time. One of the reasons that I wanted to get these headphones so that I could connect it to my Amazon Fire TV stick or connect it to my phone to be able to watch movies when all the family is in bed sleeping. And that works great. The volume control buttons work great. Now, what I did notice with the Amazon Fire TV stick, the TV remote for volume didn't affect the volume. You had to use the headset for that to work, but that's the same with the Q30s I found as well. The buttons are easy to find. There's a bass boost on here, works great. The Bluetooth connects very well. You can have up to 2 devices that it will switch back and forth on. And I actually found that this set worked really well for switching back and forth from my phone to the TV and to my computer. You're probably thinking, Tech, what's wrong with this set? Why did you go and get a different set? Pressing the buttons, especially for the bass boost, there's this lady who talks and you can't control the volume of her voice. Her voice is extraordinarily loud. It's like she's screaming in your ear. I was willing to let that go. Where I found I couldn't live with these, because these can take calls, the sound cancellation. It's just too much. So when you are talking in a phone call or a Zoom call or Teams or Skype or whatever, it's as though you are speaking to someone with your hands over your ears. Go talk to somebody and put your hands over your ears. It's really hard. I couldn't live with it. I do a lot of Zoom calls, Teams calls. That is what brought me to the Soundcore Life Q30s. I got these for about 80 bucks. I'll link to everything in the description below. There are affiliate links. If you want to grab either one of these sets, by all means, use the links. I'll get a little bit of commission or whatever they call that, but it doesn't increase your cost. What I found with these when I got them home, the sizing, pretty much the same. Tiny head, but it fits. They expand quite a bit, so if you have a giant melon head, it will work. If you want to wear a hat, beanie, hats are beanies, it should work. But I got these because these have multiple different levels of noise cancellation. It has 3 primary levels, and you can connect your phone to it and adjust that even more. I loved the transparency mode. The ability to turn that on and hear what's happening outside while I'm on a call or while I'm studying and the family is off doing whatever they're doing, and then my wife has to call me up to dinner or whatever it happens to be, I can hear it. And that for me was a game changer. I had to have that. There are microphones on the outside of the headphones that you can turn on and off through this button, and it will allow sound to come in. Basically, it's digitally increasing and bringing in the sound to your ears so you can hear it. So it doesn't sound exactly like as if you had nothing on your ears. It is a speaker that is playing the sound to you, but you can hear stuff, and I had to have that. So when I was talking, I didn't get quite the same feeling if I had my hand on my ear like I did with the Q10s. The voice is also slightly quieter with these. Why it's got to be so dang loud on these, I have no idea why they would do that. Whatever, that's what they decided to do. The other thing that I really liked is the fact that on the Q30s, you can go into the app on your phone if you have Android or Apple, and you can adjust the EQs and create different settings for if you want to have a movie setting or a music setting or a phone call setting, and you can bounce back and forth between that. Couple of the negatives with this. The buttons on the side or the bottom here for volume control and power are a little bit harder to feel versus on the Q10. You have two options for how you can change the sound canceling. Tapping this outside spot, which will go between normal and transparency, or there's a button up here that will go through all three. I prefer this one because I found when I try to tap the side, more often than not, it just doesn't catch it. The other downside to these is I've found that these, for Bluetooth connection, they don't recognize that connection as quickly to transfer between devices, or even when I'm turning the device on. So my Fire TV, I usually have to go into the settings to tell it to connect. The Q10s would connect almost automatically, and it would switch. So that's a negative, but you can get used to it by knowing where to go. The other thing that I thought was a little disconcerting is the folding mechanism on these feels a little loose, a little flimsy, whereas these are, they're not gonna go anywhere. They're not gonna break. It doesn't feel like they're gonna fall apart. These, you have to unfold, they will twist. There is a blue LED light, and if you're sitting in bed, watching a movie or something, that light is constantly blinking and it's super bright. The light on the Q30s is white and it's not nearly as bright, and it doesn't seem to be on near as much as the light was on the Q10s. That, for some people, not a big deal. If you're single, who cares? My wife, I was worried all the time that she was gonna be like, what's that bright light? Why is it? Because it was on this side. My wife is on this side. So every time it would just be blaring on her. Add it to the list of things of why maybe upgrading would make sense. The Q30s come with this nice little carrying case. There is no carrying case with the Q10s. I personally don't care, and over the month that I've been using both, I haven't put anything back in any cases or anything like that. I don't travel a lot, but if you travel a lot, having that little case would be very nice. It also comes with a little pouch with the Q30 to put the cords in. Both of them are USB-C charge, and they charge fairly quickly. It doesn't take very long, about an hour. Both have good battery life, around 30 to 40 hours. The Q30s will drain power much quicker if you're using the noise cancellation or transparency. That is going to start drawing that power down a lot faster. Both of them also have the capability of being hardwired in to plug into a phone or a computer, which is a nice feature. When the batteries are dead, you're supposed to be able to just plug this in and go. I haven't had a need for that. I haven't really tried it. They both have it, so I don't really care. It's there if you need it. The one drawback that they both have that I would have liked to see is, and manufacturers are doing this constantly now, is they give us the USB-C charging cord, no power brick. That would be nice. I would love to have a power brick that I could just use to make sure that it is of the higher voltage. I think it's 3 volt versus the 1.5 that a lot of the older phones had. I could be wrong on my numbers. I don't recall. Don't kill me just because I get that wrong. But it would be nice if they would include that. For an extra $5, I would have spent that just to make sure that I have enough, because I'm constantly losing them. Only you can decide, really, which set is right for you. But I think the biggest deciding factor as to why you would get the Q30s over the Q10s is if you're going to be using it for calls. If you're not doing phone calls or anything like that, the Q10 is more than sufficient. You can save yourself $30 or more, get the Q10s. But if you're gonna be doing any kind of phone calls with that sound cancellation option, I really think you should get the Q30s. Sound quality is great. It's a no-brainer. For an extra 30 bucks, I get that. That 80 bucks is a lot for a lot of people. 80 bucks is a lot for me. I'm not used to spending much money, especially on headphones, but it is more than worth it. So my vote is for the Q30. I really like these too. These are really nice. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this review. Very unorthodox for what I normally do on my channel. So I hope you got something out of it, even if you were hoping for some action figure or diorama content. If you're new here, I appreciate you coming by. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know if you've got either one of these sets and what you think. Let me know if you buy one off of my affiliate link, just so that I know if people are using it. And then let me know what you think after you get them. If you hate them, well, I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can return them. There you have it, folks. Hit the like button, hit the share button, all of that jazz, and I will see you in the next video.